He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We've got a kickoff forthcoming.
3, 4, go. Okay. What are you doing? Oh, I thought you paused it. No, pay attention. Okay.
Into the action in the third quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Should put on that way.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Yo, what's going on, Cypher? I don't know what the fuck happened right now. My shit just went out, so it's good thing we can continue the game.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
On second and very short, Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hurts. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Sanders is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra backers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
Hey, sorry, I don't know why my shit went out. It went out like that, so my apologies. But I appreciate you coming back. So, hey.
That was a huge play on third down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
No problem.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown. But
No way. I think he's roughing the passer. Yeah, roughing the passer. Fuck.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
What's the difference though?
You would have had the points.
I had the points. I got the points. I was at 20.
I don't know.
The call from Nick Sirianni.
Oh no, it's 2 point, right?
Hurts will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Who do you think's gonna win, guys? Me or Pizza Guy? Pizza Guy is the Eagles. I am the Chiefs.
I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second. You don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking it does for me.
Me? The Chiefs? I don't know. He was beating me 14-0 at the beginning of the game.
Offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the
Yo, let me.
They're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He'll buy some time right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So give him 3 on that drive. And, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, a field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jalen Hurts bringing the Eagles out for their next drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4.
Who do you got in this game? You let me or Pizza Guy?
To translate that forward into this drive.
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself.
We back. No problem. Me. You.
And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I think that's a big.
So who wins? Me or Pizza Guy?
Drag route against zone. You're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Just 1 more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To try again after the sack. Hurts over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's going to be taken down, but there's
Roughing the passer out the mine.
Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, Every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third down and 12. Throwing there, but this pass.
Me still.
Whoa.
Delay answer.
And delay answer. Well, what team are you? Team Gloves? Team Wanted or Team Pizza Guy?
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Team Anthony.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5.
Oh my god.
First and 10. This offense ready for their upcoming series.
Team Anthony. Damn.
Trophy winner Devontae Smith. They have to like what they got from him in this game.
That's fucking hilarious.
Think about the accumulation of catches, the yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Now the Eagles will use the second of their time.
The guy that hate me.
He loves you though. I'm sure he loves you. He's got love for you somewhere. I wonder why he hates you.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5?
He hates me because I called you mittens.
We're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
Oh man.
But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Two.
That's how it all started.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser Wright. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that was pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison in the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. Oh, good move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 116 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Look at this, oh my God, 34-31. Imagine this tomorrow at the Super Bowl. Fuck.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason, It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Dances by him. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want for football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
And CD, we get to see the debut of the brand new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first, and that way you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And this one complete to Smith. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Hurts.
Over the middle to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A nice start for them here to overtime. And maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play charges. Move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
To throw again on second down. Hurts got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, They never change their watches. They know to say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
151 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Second and goal for
We'll see you later, Knight.
Looking to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away.
All right, Merman, you have yourself a good night. Much love, piece of chicken grease. You should stay and see who wins. I'm just kidding. I'm going to win. I'm joking. I'm going to lose.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. So it's been a
I win.
for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive,
No, I win. No, oh shit, it's fourth. The game is on your hands right here. But I have to score too.
Going for it with Sanders. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard
But I'm at the 2-yard line now.
Fourth and goal from the 4. Stop short. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive
Fuck, wait. So you get a safety, that's it.
back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
That was a fucking toss. An option play.
Leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Oh, man.
5 on this play to move the sticks. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive?
We'll see you later, Knight. I win. Let's go, KC.
They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. It's 1st and 10.
Damn.
They're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
Oh! Oh! Oh my God!
Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering where's that magic line for my kicker. They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again. Still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash? What do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I get ended with a field goal.
For the KC first. Passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back,
YOLO.
350 yards on,
Unless you're a zombie.
long day. The key to everything,
Oh, it was a high snap.
without throwing interceptions or turning the ball.
Oh shit, that was a high snap. That was scary.
Hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot.
I wonder what happens if the 10 runs out and I don't score.
Any yardage you gain, there's one kind of gravy. This just
draw.
becomes a
Fucking no, I think we get a draw. It's a Super Bowl. No, no, no. Oh, oh shit.
The 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh man.
Well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
absolutely have to kick it because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked.
Oh, are you fucking serious? This is the game. I go for field goal.
Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good.
Well, honestly, I don't see nothing.
It's through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl.
That was good. That was a good game. That was that's probably one of the best games we've ever played.
Fuck you.
Damn.
And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their names forever in NFL immortality.
Being first, you're the best.
That actually gave me chills. Just
Damn, that's funny. Well, there you have it, guys. Casey's gonna win it tomorrow.
Aye.
So the wild card, you want to put one of these?
Yeah.
Which one? Cowboys?
Nah.
I'll be Buccaneers.
Fuck you. You're Brady. Go back. I don't like the Cowboys.
What do you want to be? That's like probably the most popular one. So,
Fuck it.
and the Cowboys are more. Look at it.
It's like 15. What about you?
Yeah.
Just like,
And I wonder if this is one player though. I wonder.
probably is.
Probably like a certain experience. Yeah, like it is.
So good as an option?
I'll try right now. Hold on.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the boys and the Bucks on
Hi, I'm a Brady fan.
Hey, I can't. I would be lying if I said I wasn't. I mean, he's got more fucking Super Bowls than any coach. So fuck. I'm definitely not a Cowboy fan, that's for sure.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Take it in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And he takes it all.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
I used to think I was a die-hard Patriots fan until they cut Brady that I realized I was just a Brady fan.
No, they didn't cut Brady. Brady cut them.
Right, me either.
And that's the way you're supposed to start a game. What a momentum grabber. Instead, some of that gets wiped away on that one.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. For that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They go to Elliott again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I'm a Y'all fan.
Me too.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott now from the 50. Zeke with a shake and bake. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Well, you don't become a 2-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles. And Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got him in. It's Brown. Touchdown. Noah Brown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. It's certainly not how they envisioned the start to this when you give up the touchdown and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs. 3 yards remain for second down. Here's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Prescott now. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here.
Me too.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
I think she is the hottest in chat at the moment.
Establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Well, the jet sweep, this is Godwin, and he is going to lose yardage here. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Now, they try to catch him by surprise there on third down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun.
Yo. Literally bro, I'm hot AF RN. Like mad. Or lol, I'm confused. Sweating. Well, you should turn on a fan, lol.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the Jets.
I would, but it's too hot to move.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Leonard Fournette.
No pose, wow.
4th down, and the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. Forced out to his left.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Prescott. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 16. Brady looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And the Cowboys
Eagles are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. That's Gallup on the slant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll try again with Elliott. And this time he is in. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we come upon halftime. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
On the jet sweep, this is Godwin. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And Brady has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And brought in by Brady. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Brady now on 1st down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have point.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. That's Schultz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this one is incomplete. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. He finds his man. Complete. That's Schultz. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop. The 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass pass rusher just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. On fourth down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. And this, obviously, about as short of a field goal as you can get. Maher able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So out come the Bucs now.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Neville Gallimore showing off a bit on that nice stop.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Brady gives this to White. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Brady got to have this one. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. 47-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side.